Well, anyways, as Craig said, you could have a look at these stats, and Harry Kane, he's a pretty good goal scorer.
Yes, and Jude Bellingham's a bit of a baby, isn't he?
Oh, well, we're going to talk about that. Let's have a look at the group standings quickly because, like I said, England have already qualified for the World Cup. Albania, as we know, have gone into the playoffs. That's good news for an ESPN FC friend, Pablo Zabaleta, who's part of the coaching staff there. But as we were talking about Jude Bellingham, Craig, this is what Thomas Tuchel had to say about his reaction on being subbed off. He said, I saw that Jude Bellingham was not happy when he came off. I don't want to make more out of it, but I stick to my words. Behavior is key and respect towards the teammates who came in. Decisions are made and you have to accept it as a player. Well, at this moment, let's welcome in the other member of our team. Frank Leboeuf is joining us for this one, looking very intelligent with his specs. But Craig, what did you make of the Jude Bellingham reaction and, of course, what Thomas Tuchel said?
And that's difficult for Frank to do.
Yeah. You miss his Halloween costume, don't you?
No. I think Jude Bellingham's got to have a look at himself in terms of the qualification campaign was well and truly over some time ago. This game was over. He has missed a chunk of the season with injury anyway. I think Thomas Tuchel was doing him a favour for Real Madrid in a sense. Every box was ticked. It's not like England's qualification was hanging in the balance.
Right.
Yeah.
And somebody was going to have a big moment, like Troy Parrott had for Ireland. That wasn't there. That's when you get annoyed as a player, when you want to be out there to get that your teammates over the line, to have that big moment that we know he can do. That's when you get annoyed as a player. If you're a striker or whatever you are, you get taken off. You think, my God, I could have made the difference. There was no difference to be made here. This was just a substitution to give him a little rest at the end of the game.
In the 84th minute, too.
Yeah, and I think this just shows the pettiness that has crept in more and more to Jude Bellingham. It's not all about him, right? And whether you agree with what Thomas Tuchel says or not about him and Foden and Kane and what, it doesn't matter. He's the manager, and this will be the stick that Tuchel beats him with if it continues when the World Cup comes around. So, not a good look, bearing in mind there was nothing on the line at the end of the game. It just looks very childish.
Frank, what did you make of it? I heard you, of course, agreeing with Craig.
Yeah, it's as Craig says, pittiness. It's pittiness. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. It's 84th minute. I mean, the guy should have been happy, so he can go back to Real Madrid without being injured. And what a message that he gives to the fans and also to his teammates who just substituted him. Sorry, you're not good enough to replace me. No, I'm not happy. Are you coming on? You don't deserve that because I should stay. That's bad for the dressing room. The message is wrong. As Craig mentioned, we didn't need him for the last 6-10 minutes of the game. So what the point to make that? I mean, you want to be at the first page. And maybe us media, we shouldn't talk about it. We should refuse to talk about that because he gave him some commercials or publicity. And he doesn't deserve that because that's not a good publicity.
Is there something in the air at Real Madrid? I'm being serious. Is there an arrogance with some of these players? We've had this discussion at length about Vinicius Junior, not so much with the Brazilian team, but with Real Madrid. Whinging and whining and blaming everybody and being petty when he gets taken off. And we saw it in the, was it the Clásico? It was the Clásico when it really reared its head. But it has reared its head before. And Jude Bellingham here, not for the first time. Is this something the Real Madrid players said, hey, Real Madrid.
Right.
Hey, Real Madrid.
You can't sub me.
I'm the guy that you pick and I'm the guy that you do not take off. That kind of smells a bit like that.
No, again, I think the part for me that's just that is so odd is there was nothing left.
Yeah.
No.
There was no reason. I mean, look, big match, big rival, you get subbed, you could be frustrated.
Correct.
But there's nothing here to be angry about, and you're angry about something for no reason just to cause headlines and stupidity that doesn't need to be there after you comfortably qualified. You had a very good match to begin with. Like you said, the injury issues that now you don't pick up something silly when it doesn't matter. Yeah, this this makes no sense.
Let's talk about something else. The guy doesn't deserve it right now.
Well, Frank, I suppose we speak about this so much.
One second. We kind of talk about this now and say, yeah, it's pettiness and it's a little childish and it's unnecessary. But behind the scenes, trust me, Thomas Tuchel is going to go into this World Cup, and the English media are as bad as the rest, for stories and headlines, back page and front page.
Right.
And he does not need detraction from what he's trying to achieve on the field. And if this continues, and this goes into the World Cup, and say, for example, and we've talked about this, that Bellingham's not in, well, he'll be in the squad if he's fit, but say he's not in the starting 11. The cameras will be on him.
Oh, yes.
The cameras will be cutting to him, sulking, doing what he's doing, and if it's not that, it's been taken off. And then this sort of soaks its way into the World Cup, to the press, to the media, and all of a sudden the manager's getting asked about it. He's not getting asked about performances and this and that and that. He's getting asked about star players who are unhappy. Is the camp unhappy? Is the squad unhappy? Is there a mutiny in the camp, which we saw with France?
Well, I was going to say, we can talk to Frank about how...
Raymond Domenech, 2010 World Cup in South Africa, the French players wanted to chuck Domenech off a cliff. I mean, it was a mutiny. And Thomas Tuchel, he does not need players that are going to give him this kind of headache.
What I don't understand is the fact that guy has everything. He has the fame, he has the money, he's a nice-looking guy. He plays for one of the best teams in the world, for club, the best country in the world. And he's making a movie and a scene, at least, about the last 10 minutes or 6 minutes of the game. It doesn't make any sense, chill out, smile, the fans, they love you, the world loves you, you have everything. Calm down, breathe. That would be better.
One diva speaking about another diva.